Playing the songs. Uh-oh. Oh, I moved the song, didn't I? Did I move it? No. It should be playing the song right now. Well, that sucks. Alright, hold on. We'll play the song anyways. Just may take me a second to get it. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. How's everybody doing today? Donnie, please stop. Is it this one? Nope, I'm on. There we go. There's your treat.
You are now witnessing the Eddie Block and Drunk Uncle.
Where is everybody?
It's the Eddie Block Show. Drunk Uncle on the side.
Kinda loud.
Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know. Yo, Drunk Uncle, drink.
What's up, Snookies?
Hours of chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and Drunk Uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 minds for the trolls.
What's up, Alexis?
Yo, it's the Eddie Block Show. Drunk Uncle on the side. Ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you
Ah, Tara is live, I see.
Yo, Drunk Uncle, drink.
I talked to her today, or text her. I guess me and Mr. Bill are gonna interview Tara on Sunday. We finished doing, I gotta do all these shares real quick. What, Donnie? You already had 2 treats now. You had food earlier. Can't spoil you, buddy. We don't want to make you sick. Huh. So everybody hung over today still from yesterday, or what? Freaking drunk probably is. We don't play around. Yeah, Donnie's got enough treats, Alexis. Dude, he gets treats non-stop all day long. Don't you, monster? Man, I was trying to eat some food right before I showed up here and didn't do it in time. Okay, let me see what we got going on here before everybody gets here. There we go. Is it the same on here then? Yes, it is. Alright, let me get Drunk Uncle ready. I hear ya. You can beg all you want. I am not gonna do it, buddy. Man, it's quiet today. Or is it just me? If I write another verse, Corey's paying me. Cajun, Marine, Offlet, David Aguilar. Yeah, we some mega stars. Eden, Daisy, and Kelly. Put Drunk over on this screen, so when I know when he shows up. Drunk Uncle on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, you think he's hungry, but he's got food in his bowl. He's got I leave an extra bucket over here of food, so in case he gets hungry and eats all the other stuff. Right? How did we get on the subject of that douchebag LeBron James? I don't understand how he got brought in the picture. And I was trying to rush eating right before. Man, got some chicken stuck in my teeth. No, I know I said chicken, didn't I? Chicken's his favorite food. think he wants this just as much as everything else. Huh, Bubba's? What? Oh, you're gonna come up and say hi to everybody? He's gonna run the show again. What monster, huh? So how was everybody's day? Can I help you? Oh, you wanna play, huh? You wanna play, huh? He already broke my chair. Because we're both too heavy for this chair. Huh? Did you help me break the chair already, huh? Like that, like they do with the alligator. Should I stick my head in his? Should I stick my head in his mouth? Look up there. See the people? You gonna come back up again? Or are you done? Okay, say hi, everybody. Huh? Are you taking over the show? Well, then you gotta put your collar around so they can see the American flag and the Donald J. Trump on you. Huh? So that way they know your name. See your name right there? Huh? So how was everybody's day today? What's up, David Aguilar? Kind of hard to talk right now because, you know, I got a probably 150-pound now addition who wants to take over the show. Get down. You know you can't have chicken wing. You can't have chicken wings. You know that. He wants the bones and he's not getting them. All right, now I can focus on nothing. Anyways, I got a question for you guys. What kind of puzzle do you guys like? I have trouble focusing big time, right? They say it's this medicine I'm on. They say it's like a lot of things. They say my pain. I'm like, well, I don't feel my pain. And it's like, well, no, you feel your pain. You're just so used to it now. You just zone it out. So they say, like, I can't focus. Like, I can't even edit videos anymore. Hardly. The only thing I can focus on is this right here when I do a show. And puzzles. I have a puzzle app on my phone. Does anybody else in here do puzzles? Just curious. Dude, you're not getting the chicken wings. You know you were not allowed to eat chicken wings. No chicken wings for you. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Let's see if it's in my new sounds. Where is it?
I don't want you to speak.
I need to say that. Oh, look, he heard that. He's like, oh, I know Judge Judy. But when I do my puzzles, I have to do the outside first. I have to do the outside first. You know, the border. I always like stuff straight. Like, even when I was a plumber, you know, I wanted my, you know, people would try and make all these little S looks, you know, make the pipe. No, I like 90 degrees. I like angles. Donnie's hilarious, huh? And, but, like, so, on this puzzle game that I have, you get the pieces. And number one, it sucks, because, like, when you're trying to search for pieces on the little board underneath there, the pieces are like this small. And you got to zoom in. And when you zoom in, you can't see them. You can only see them if you put them on the board. So if you want to see what the piece is, you got to go on the board. I don't know. That drives me nuts. But, so as I'm going through, I get mad at myself. Like, I actually have, so like the top row has to go in the top left corner. The downward on the right has to go in the top right corner. Across on the bottom has to go in the bottom right corner, and going up on the left has to go in the bottom left corner. The reason I do that is because then when you separate them, you can build your puzzle and it just goes perfect. That's how ADD I am about this. I don't know if that's ADD or whatever. And then I get mad at myself if I don't find all the outside pieces in one run. Like, you know, because they have them just like piece by piece, and I do like 500 or 4. I think it's 440. That's the most you can do on this game. So I go through them. And if I miss one, I get pissed. And like when you're doing it on your iPad, you know, if your finger go, you know, I do it with my thumb actually. Sometimes you hit it right and then it'll shoot past like 200 pieces and you're like, son of a bitch. I feel all alone tonight. Nobody's here. Anyways, that's my puzzle story for you guys. That's my puzzle story. What other stories do I have for you? I don't know. I know what I want to talk about. I know. Hey, what's up? It's Goofy. I haven't seen you in a while. Pretty soon I might be in your neighborhood and I'm going to give you a call or a message. What's up, Andy? No, but, so thoughts about last night. I'm not going to talk about the Joe disaster. Is Cora here? I didn't see Cora. Oh, there's Cora. I miss Cora. There you go. Last night, you know, we were like, man, I can't believe they, the liberals and their cancel culture, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go to the middle of the United States, going to Washington, and then coming back, I gotta go down to Atlanta. So I'm gonna go Atlanta, come across the bottom, go visit the border. So yeah, you'll get to see us. Freaking, me coming through on the 10. Choo choo. But talk about cancel culture with the liberals, right? Oh, I can't believe, they're all about cancel culture. They're all about cancel culture. Well, a lot of you people are too. Including me sometimes, right? Like, oh my gosh, Eddie, you can't watch PBS. Like, I had this thing on PBS last night, and multiple people were like, Eddie, you can't watch it on PBS. PBS is the enemy. It's got what I want to see on there. That's the way I think of it, right? I'm not going to cancel somebody. They got what I want to see. I'm going to watch it on their channel. They were the first one that popped up. PBS. There we go. Boom. I got it. We can't all like and think the same things, everybody. That'd be a boring life. That's like real freaking boring, right? We have to disagree. If you don't disagree ever in your life, then you're a follower. You're a follower. I'm not trying to say anything bad about you, but like, I'm not a follower. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm a leader, right? So I don't follow everything Donald Trump says, because we have to disagree with something. I can't like everything he likes, because then I'm just a dumb follower. I don't think for myself. So if people are telling you, oh, I'm not going to be your friend unless you think that way, then that's not your friend. Because then you're not thinking for yourself. You're just doing what they tell you to do. And the people that said that to me last night, they're my friends. I'm not talking about them. I'm just trying to make an example to show, like, hey, guys, girls, we all can't think the same. You can't force me to think your way. I can't force you to think my way. Because then if I force you and say, look, no, you're going to think of it my way, or else I'm not going to talk to you. Well, then that's me taking your voice away and your thoughts. Right? That's taking your thoughts away. So that's not fair. I don't think you should be doing that. So don't let people tell you, you can't watch this, you can't watch that, I'm not going to be your friend, right? If I was that way, oh my gosh, I would lose a lot of friends. A lot of friends. Even friends in here. Because I've seen you guys on people's shows that I don't like. But I don't say nothing. Because that's not the way I am. I try not to live that way. Because if I do live that way, you know what I am? I'm a freaking asshole. Which I am. Right? Don't get me wrong. When I was married, I was an asshole. You know? We had to watch what I wanted to watch on TV, right? You know? And that's one of the reasons why I'm divorced. Y'all can't be that way. Right? Don't be a follower. Use your brain. Think about what's going on. Do your research. And also, if you're one of those people that says, oh, you can't do this. I say you can't do this. You're forcing somebody else to be a follower. Let people think for themselves. Just because they don't believe what you believe doesn't mean they're your enemy. Most Democrats are our enemy, yes. What's up, Melissa? But just saying, we can't be that way, right? We all got to work together. Everybody's fighting each other nowadays. and we gotta stop. So let's stop. And I'm tired. I don't know about you guys. Last night, after the show, I couldn't go to sleep. I thought I was gonna go to sleep right away, but I couldn't. So, and I think what happened is this. So I went to my, at Fresno State, they give you unlimited storage on Google Drive. And I asked them when I graduated, I'm like, hey, as alumni, do we get to keep this? And they said, as long as you log in once a month, you're golden. It'll never go away. So I put everything on there. I went to go log in last night, and it's gone. All my videos with Ben Berkwam, all the videos I've ever made, freaking tons of videos, photos, like my whole entire world was on there. And I'm freaking out. So I stayed up the rest of the night because there was nothing I could do. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I can't call Fresno State. I emailed them that time. So they contacted me today, and what they did is, yes, they said because I had over 20 terabytes of data on my Google Drive, that I was costing them a lot of money, and they took me off. But they gave me until the 15th, so I right away had to go buy this really super fast. You know me, I gotta buy the best. So I bought another external hard drive it was 18 terabytes. This one's 7 terabytes, so that's 25 terabytes. Now, it looks like tomorrow I'm going to have to go to the radio station because we have super fast internet there, and I got to download 20 terabytes of stuff from Google Drive. Hopefully I can do that in a day, even with their internet. So that's going to suck. What's up, Mommy Raymer? Mommy Rammer. Why did I say Raymer? We had this discussion like a million times. So, yeah. Oh, and then I buy this. See, I buy this little mat. This is their dog food. Panda has to eat up there. And then she does this nose thing and knocks her food everywhere. So I bought her this little mat to hold the food in. And I had it leaned up like this. Well, she moved it, and the food is still on the floor now. Dang dogs. Thank you for agreeing with me, Melissa. Yeah, we got to knock all this BS off. And yes, I'll check your email or your message later, Goofy. I'm trying to think how I know where you are. I'm just trying to think how far away you are from the 10. I don't think it's that far. Because I'm pretty sure after I leave Louisiana, I'm going to take the 10. That's probably what I'm going to do. Who knows? Who knows? What time is it? Drunk Uncle's still not here? So yeah, I was so then after that, I'm playing music, right? And I play all my songs, and then I'm like, you know what, Snookies, you're gonna like this. I'm like, Snookies likes it when I play my music. What I'll do is I'll make a video ahead of time, and I'll just do Eddie's favorite songs from the 80s or from the 90s, right? And then I had 2 in there that went from 2002. It's like, fuck. So now I gotta change it. But I recorded for half an hour. And then I look up and I see I can see over here on this. I have a screen over here that shows me the microphone levels, and my microphone's not moving. And I was like, fuck. So I had to restart it. Well, then I restarted it, and then something else happened. So I had to restart it again. So I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning making a long video of all my favorite songs, uploaded it to YouTube, and they said it's restricted permanently. And I had to, I said, I'm doing karaoke. I said, I'm doing all this, I put in this fair use stuff. And I said, look, just my awful singing, showing off their songs. And I turned off monetization even before I even put it up. So maybe I'll get to show you guys that video. If not, I'll put it on Rumble and then you guys can watch it there. So yeah, I'm tired. And then I woke up, Donnie wakes me up at 7 o'clock in the morning because he's got to go to the bathroom. Well, see, now he's eating from his big, huge bowl. So, So, yeah, Snooki, I had a whole bunch of songs playing so that you could dance to, and I'll get it going. I might just be famous. In Louisiana, I guess we're going to stop in New Orleans. Gonna go get me some fried green tomatoes. Gonna go and make sure I'm there hopefully on a Saturday night. Go to Bourbon Street and see all the drunk, stupid, crazy women. because they were there last time I was there. Alan, I'm still thinking about it. I just spent $800 on a hard drive because of what happened, so I don't want to So I'm trying to wait. I don't want to spend much more money right now on this stuff, but I'm gonna have to pretty soon because I'm making a documentary. So what else? But no, in New Orleans, last time I was there, let's see, we went to this bar from a show called Bar Rescue, and they had this barber chair, and that video, you know, that video's on that thing too. But we're at this bar, and they have it's got dueling pianos, which is kind of fun. And then they had this a barber chair. You sit in the barber chair, and then there's this girl, and she it's like, you know, in Mexico. Anybody ever been to Tijuana? They have a guy with a bottle of tequila walking around with the whistle, and if you pay whatever the price is, then they throw they just down it down your throat. Sometimes if you're like, I was skinny back then, so they would flip you upside down and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we did that there, except this girl has... Can you hear me?
Hold on.
Yeah, he can hear me. I can hear him. So there's this barber chair thing, and I was married back then. We were actually at an Elks convention, so I'm supposed to be on my best behavior because they paid for my trip. And we're in New Orleans drunk at this bar where they have a barber chair. And I'm watching this guy get it, and this girl, this Irish girl with, like, you know, just out to here, is the girl in charge, or the girl that does it. So it was like $10 for a shot in the chair, or $15 maybe. So what the girl does is she walks up to you, you know, you're in this barber chair. The first thing she does, she grabs your head and smashes it in her boobs. She goes like this. Then she opens up your mouth. She pours a shot down. Then she gets on top of the chair, pulls her boobs back, or her head in her boobs again. Pours another shot down there, and I'm just like watching this and like, man, if my wife wasn't here, I'd be doing this shit right now. So my wife is like, you want to do that, huh? And I'm like, maybe. So she's like, well, I'm going to do it. So she goes and pays the girl, and I'm like sitting there, I'm like I'm turning red, right? Because I just gotten out of the hospital. And you know, when you're on antibiotics, you can't drink any alcohol. So I'm like, I'm at the bar, I'm the sober guy, and my wife is gonna go let this other girl, or get a shot from the boob shot from the girl. And so I'm just getting mad, and she walks over, she's like, stop getting so red, I bought it for you, asshole. So I got to have the shot where the girl sticks her, you know. But then my wife got it too, so it was kind of fun. Although, like I said, we had to be really good at, you know, it's an Elks convention, you know. Like, I was the exalted ruler, which is the president, drunk. So before you go to the national convention, wherever it is, it's all over the country. It's a different spot every year. They take you to this meeting, and they teach you how to act. Like, they told my wife, oh, you can't wear that shirt. You got to button it up more because you're showing too much cleavage. And, you know, shit like that. I mean, it's like old ladies telling you. It's like we're going to, what was that class called? Quintet or whatever? Whatever, not couture. Is it couture class? What is it, John?
I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of it.
Well, anyways, they're making you go through like yeah, it's a class like that, right? So, you know, and at this bar, we had just brought so there's like 4,000 or 5,000 Elks at this convention, and I was well known in the scene, and so wherever I went, about 200 or 300 other people would go. So we're there with like 200 or 300 Elks at this bar doing this stuff. And then I wake up the next morning and I go to my first meeting, and everybody's staring at me like the president, the elk of all the Elks, you know, and all the people in charge. I'm like, Eddie, I heard you had a good time last night. I'm like, fucking rats, you know what I mean? And I was like, yes, I did. They're like, you know, it's one thing when you get your face stuck in a girl's breast and get a shot from her. But it doesn't look so good when your wife does that. I was like, oh, you're not mad at me. Oh, yeah, go fucking tell her. I let her take it. It was fun, though. Goofy says, I've been to Tijuana. If if you give them $1, they'll pull your head back and pour tequila. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. And then they whistle. They got a whistle on their thing. But, and also, I don't know if it's still like this, but when I went to Tijuana, the last time was like 20, 25 years ago. If you're a guy, take a girl. Even if you don't like that girl, take her. Because girls at most bars in Tijuana drink for free. So me and my buddy, we'd always take a girl, and they don't drink very much, you know? So they would get a drink and then slide it to us. And then they get another drink, and, you know, they could, you know, what do you call it? What do you call it? Baby the drink or whatever. And we just keep drinking for free. It's great. Rawr, sugar, I'm gonna get you. All right, y'all ready for some news? Who's ready for the news? Hey, drunk, how tired are you today?
Not too bad. I didn't want to move everything back to my room, the PlayStation and whatnot, so I slept in my recliner till about 6 a.m. and then moved to the couch. But didn't feel bad or anything waking up.
Right on. That was about what time I went to bed. I couldn't go to sleep last night, so I am not giving you another freaking treat, dude. You can whine all you want. Was work all right? What's up, Irving?
Yeah, it's all right.
Trying to catch this thing.
Nothing special, or a couple new display cases.
You got new display cases? What do you mean nothing special? That's special.
Well, I ordered them. They won't be there till like today.
Oh, you ordered them. Okay. What are you going to do with your old cases?
Oh, I'm just adding to them.
Oh, you
more room.
You guys to sell a lot more stuff. That's good.
Yep. Right
on. Right on. All right, all right, all right. Oh, speaking of this, I was gonna do something last night for when your birthday comes up, but I can't because on that Cameo website they don't have Nate Diaz. They do have somebody else, but no.
Yeah, I was on there. They got Nick Diaz.
Yeah, they have Nick Diaz, and I don't think I can say, "Hey, can you tell my friend you're gonna give him the Stockton slap?" Because that's more Nate Diaz. So.
No, Nick is the inventor of the Stockton slap.
Oh, is he?
I think. Yeah.
He speaking of that, his oh no, Bubba's F you. Did you see how much his price was?
No, because when I seen that, I automatically thought, I was like, well, if Nick is on here, then Nate's gonna be on here. So I just kept scrolling.
Goofy wants to know if you have nude display cases, whatever that is. But it was $209.
Fault that I said nude, not new.
Oh, I see.
Nude.
Learn how to speak. Learn how to freaking speak. But yeah,
Southern twang.
His is he sells it for $209, and that's because he's from the 209 area code.
Yeah, I know. I got that immediately.
Well, you would, but others probably wouldn't. Like, so I have different, like, my email from when I lived in San Jose was loverboy408us@gmail because I was in San Jose and that's 408. Then it was loverboy650 because I used to live in Daly City and Pacifica. And then it went to loverboy559@gmail.com because I moved over here and the area code here is 559. I don't even use none of those Loverboy emails anymore. It was kind of embarrassing. So when that's on my, well, I've given it to you, haven't I? I think I've had to tell you that for Apple, or no, from HBO. Oh no, it was Hope. So I let Hope use my Netflix account, and she's like, "Okay, what's the email?" And I'm like, "It's Loverboy," and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, Loverboy408us@gmail.com." And I was texting it to her, so I don't know why I'm saying the sound she's making. And I could just imagine what her face looked like at the other end, just Lover fucking Eddie. But it's embarrassing, you know. You're at an Elks convention. Yeah, Eddie, what's your email address? It's Loverboy40. Yeah, no. That's why it got changed to Eddie Block the Elk. Or Eddie the Elk. I forget which it is. Kamala Harris, drunk uncle's favorite person in the whole wide world.
Yeah, with her chicken neck.
Yeah, what was up with her neck last night? Like, her whole face was, like, stuck in, but then her neck was, like...
It always looks like that. You just don't see her too often.
Well, I never look at her. I hear her voice, and I'm like, nope. Anyway, so she was pressed by ABC, CBS over the poor Biden poll numbers. Biden making American lives worse is what they said. Worse. It says, though Democratic Party officials and many members of the media have been touting President Biden's State of the Union address Tuesday. How could you tout that address? I don't remember half of it because we got so drunk so quickly because of the dang thing. All I know is lie after lie after lie after lie. And blaming President Trump. Let's see. They claimed it was a resounding success. Network News to return to more sober thoughts the morning after interrogating Vice President Kamala Harris about Biden's continued poor polling. What did she say? Oh, we don't have the video, do we? Do we have it on video? I want to see it on video. See your chicken neck for you, drunk uncle. Guess I gotta turn the sound up.
The thing is, though, the latest polls show Americans still think the economic policies are making their lives worse, that they don't feel better off. What can you do to get the message across? We know the laundry list of all the things that have accomplished, but yet for some reason, for many people, the message isn't translating. What do you say to that? What are you doing about it?
Well, listen, I think that we have to really understand that we went through an historic pandemic, which resulted in the loss of
pandemic that the Democrats caused by closing everything down.
Almost over a million lives.
Wait a minute, though. I'm looking at this right now, drunk uncle. Her neck doesn't look as bad
People
as
lost
it
their
did last night.
jobs. They lost a sense of normalcy. Children lost very significant gaps in terms of their educational process.
That's why you always see a girl taking a picture like this, because it makes it stretches that skin out. You know, I used to think they were doing it so they show off their boobs. That's only part of it. They're actually doing it so they can't see the you know, it stretches your skin out.
And they block off.
Block off what?
What their body looks like. Trying to scroll, they all got the camera angle. There.
Oh yeah.
They're strong below.
Or you never see a picture of them below here, right? Same with guys.
Even if they got the skinny face, sometimes they'll mess up. They're like, oh, skinny face. Okay, I got you. Click. Skinny face. Whoa.
Well, like so. It's just way different women are built. I had a friend when I was younger. She worked at my brother's restaurant named Anna, right? She was like real super skinny up here, and then right when it got to her hips, it like tripled in size. It just didn't look right, but that was just her, you know. Freaking
camera.
What do you mean? What happened to my camera?
It went away. There it is.
So it don't like you. It doesn't. It's sick and tired of you freaking wanting to see it all the time.
Well, F you too, camera.
But yeah, not
probably made.
Probably made in China. That's just the way some women are, you know. I mean, like, if you just look at my face, I look skinny and I look young. I go to school when I was in college. You know, people will be like, "You're 41." I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "You're fucking lying to me. You're like 25." I'm like, "Nope, 41." And now I'm 46. But all my weight's like right here. Like my legs are, well, you've met me. My legs are skinny. I have no ass. I just got a really big belly. What's up, Sneaky Pete? Anyways, so back to Drunk Uncle's girlfriend here. Giving all them blowjobs.
Of all of that linger,
Oh, that anger. Oh, it's done and over. Okay, good. Freaking camel toe Harris. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, this is what you're talking about.
Just be honest. I'd probably let her just to see, like, it must be like she must do a really, really good job if she's gotten all those extra jobs from her job.
Right.
She must be talented.
Well, I would let her do it just so I could say the vice president gave me a, why not? Why not? What do they say? You just put, well, you can't put a bag on her. She's doing that.
Not a bad looking older lady, but her personality makes her like all those.
No, thank you.
Laughing at herself, thinking everything's funny, and when she's trying to be serious, she's always sounding like she's about to cry.
I just don't like her. I just can't stand her. She's like, her and Nancy Pelosi belong on the same boat. But also, Sarah Sanders Huckabee is up here, right? So I got a story about her. Me and Ben, we're staying at Trump Tower in Las Vegas. We're going to the Trump event, right, in Vegas. At he took up a whole section of the convention center, the Las Vegas Convention Center. And we're there, and we go to the show, and we're like waiting for Trump to show up because the security's everywhere. We saw the motorcade come through. We saw people like going upstairs, and I was like, hey, what? Do you mind if I ask, how did you get to go upstairs? He's like, well, we made a $10,000 donation, so we get to go up there. And I was like, man. So me and Ben are sitting there, and we're just sitting in this chair, and we sat there for 8 hours, just hoping that President Trump will walk out. That same hotel I took you to, remember that one, drunk? Where you took the picture in front of Trump Tower in Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're sitting in the lobby there, looking like crazy people. And I was like, Ben, dude, I got to go to the bathroom. I can't hold it anymore. I go to the bathroom. I come out, and Ben's just got this big, huge cheeser on his face. He's like, Eddie, look. And he turns his phone around. He's like, Sarah Sanders Huckabee came as soon as you went to the bathroom. So I could have taken a picture with Sarah Sanders Huckabee. What? I am not giving you a treat, dude. I was like, dude. It was like, Murphy's Law. Okay, Donnie, come on. I got to actually work on my keyboard here. Dude, he is like focused on my chicken wings over here. You're not getting any of those, okay? Thank you. You have to know. Huh?
Are they hot chicken wings?
Yeah.
You ought to give him some hot sauce. He'll know not to ask for it again.
No, I ate them all already. It's just the bones. You just got the bones left.
Sauce. Give him some of the sauce.
There's no sauce left. You have a picture of you and Huckabee from that's cool. That's cool. All right, let's see. President Biden gave his second State of the Union address that acted as a soft launch for his 2024 presidential bid. It was a lot of lies because I got super drunk last night. Dude, now he's crying. He's crying because Panda won't let him on the bed. He's like 3 times as big as her. Anyways, so earning cheers from Democrats for his calls to ban assault weapons and codify Roe versus Wade, and jeers from Republicans on the border and Social Security. Hell yeah, we did. Number 1, liar. Chaos briefly erupted in the House chamber after Biden repeated an old Democrat talking point that has long been debunked by fact checkers. Some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset, which means, they'll go down, like no longer be there. And he's like, I'm saying it's not the majority. And so then all of a sudden the Republican congressional members began to protest. And MTG, even though I'm starting to lose faith with this chick, called her a liar. She's a liar. Let's see, wait, I have one of these.
You're a fibber.
I got a whole bunch of Judge Judy's I downloaded today. Then what did he say? McCarthy shushes. Oh yeah, McCarthy was telling people to shut up. 12 million new jobs. Biden repeated the misleading claim about the number of total jobs he's created since he took office in 2021. 2 years ago, our economy was reeling. The president said, "As I stand here tonight, we have created a record 12 million new jobs." That's a lie. That's a lie. It's just people coming back to work from COVID. Ban assault weapons, the kiss. First Lady Jill Biden and Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff shared a kiss of Biden's speech. Whoa! Did you see that? Do you?
I just heard about it like maybe an hour and a half ago.
Wait, that's Kamala Harris's husband?
Yep.
Whoa. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Because we know Joe's kind of creepy. Maybe Jill's creepy too. Maybe Hunter slept with Jill Biden.
And I think it's pretty known within the White House that Jill and Kamala do not get along.
Really?
So it's even like kind of like they're both trying to stick it to Kamala at the same time.
You've been telling me about it in the chats. What chats have you guys been telling me about it?
They mentioned it earlier.
Well, no, they're saying in my chats. I have chats in Discord. There's Facebook chats. There's Twitter chats. There's this chats. There's that chats.
Oh.
I've got chats all over the world. Like, I hate it. The worst thing is sending me a private message on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook Messenger. Because I was kicked off Facebook. So I can only access Messenger in a certain way. And it's, like, really hard to get to it. And I hate going to get to it. And then, like, today, I sent somebody a message back from, like, the other day. And, like, within two seconds, you hear a reply. And I'm like, oh, man. I was just trying to get on and off. Not that I don't want to talk to that person, but you know what I mean? They don't have to be friends. It's just nice to have grown-ups in charge again. Grown-ups in charge again. Oh, the liberals, like, could be coming in the room. How was Trump a child? Just because he went and did a whole bunch of nasty tweets? Oh, in this chat. I'm not seeing none of that in this chat. I've been reading it. Did I? Let me look.
No, they said something about it.
Did
I think, Sneaky, because I was about to say something, but you were talking, because I was about to say, "Oh, Sneaky, you must be a Tim Pool fan," because that's where I've heard it at.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. I'm tired still from last night. I'm still hungover. You know.
I understand. We all need to.
I didn't even tell her nothing. Siri's even like, Eddie's really freaking messing up today. It's going to be a short night tonight, I can tell you guys that. Kevin McCarthy blasts Biden for goading GOP with false claims at the State of the Union address.
While you've been waiting to see if EVs are a thing,
I have not been waiting to see if EVs are a thing. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said Wednesday on Fox and Friends that the president falsely claimed Republicans want to cut Social Security and Medicare. We know they don't want to do that. There's not even much of an article here. It's the same thing as the last one. Who cares? Well, yeah, I had a whole bunch of Crown and Cokes last night. And then I stayed up making videos afterwards. Republicans jeering during the State of the Union is what Americans don't want, the White House says.
While you've been waiting to see if...
I kind of said that too, but it's not because of us, because the president's a liar. We got to call him out, right? There's your other girlfriend. Here's your other girlfriend, drunk uncle. Although she is better looking than Jen Psaki. So she said, that's not what Americans, they told us very, very clearly after the midterms what they wanted. So we know what approach that the American people want. We're going with the approach of deliberate. Republicans are dicks. Hey, by the way, thanks for subscribing so you could tell us that we're all a bunch of dicks. Oh my gosh, don't you? I love that.
Is that coming from the compassionate left
Very compassionate.
Yeah.
Very compassionate. Who cares? Let's see. Biden claimed that some Republicans want Medicare. We already read this. It's like the third time now. Just the same thing. See, they don't even. That's all they can talk about today. There was no news because it's all they have is the State of the Union address and how stupid he was last night and how many times he lied. Oh, here's another one of your girlfriends.
How many girlfriends I got?
You got a whole bunch of girlfriends. Where's Pelosi? Now we just need Pelosi. AOC slams House oversight hearing on half fake Hunter Biden laptop story. How can you have a half fake story? Let's hear what she has to say. Let me start it over.
I bet she's going to say that they manipulated the hard drive. That's my guess.
You think so? Okay, well, let's see.
Post had this alleged information
Alleged.
and was trying to publish it without any corroboration, without any backup information. They were trying to publish it to Twitter. Twitter did not let them, and now they were upset.
Because the
I
Democrats
believe that
wouldn't let
political
you.
operatives who sought to inject explosive disinformation with the Washington Post couldn't get away with it.
She's about to cry.
And now they're livid. And they want the ability to do it again. They want the ability to inject this again. So they've dragged a social media platform here in Congress. They're weaponizing the use of this committee so that they can do it again. A whole hearing about a 24-hour hiccup in a right-wing political operation. That is why we are here right now. And it's just an abuse of public resources, an abuse of public time. We could be talking about healthcare. We could be talking about bringing down the cost of prescription drugs. We could be talking about abortion rights, civil rights, voting rights. But instead, we're talking about Hunter Biden's half-fake laptop story. I mean, this is an
Half-fake.
embarrassment.
It's just half fake, drunk. She doesn't
So
say
she-
how it's half fake.
Yeah.
Alexa says she is. Tell me where. I want to watch it. I would watch her video. I love it how every time she talks now she has to put on glasses so she feels that she might be smarter. Ooh, we only got a couple news stories left. Like I said, I was not doing a whole bunch today. I don't know, Andy. I don't know what's exactly fake about it. Probably nothing. Come on, commercial, hurry up and come on. Hey, drunk uncle, did you know Republicans are dicks? And it took him like freaking 5 minutes to think of that one comment.
Zinger.
I know,
Knee
right?
slapper.
I'd rather have the stupid people from Oreo Stream coming in here with their fake accounts saying, freaking I got pregnant by Eddie, or I was his first love, whatever. But I think that's who those people, those trolls that we've been having lately are. Anyways, GOP Arkansas Governor Sarah Sanders, I always say it wrong. Sarah Huckabee Sanders I like the SH better, the shh. She's tackling issues from teacher wage increases to school choice to eliminating critical race theory. Thank goodness. On Wednesday, her office is expected to propose legal legislation to be considered by the Republican-controlled state legislature called Arkansas Learns as one of her first top pushes. Good. We got to get our kids learning way back then when they're younger. The bill passed would increase the current base salary for teachers from $36,000 to $50,000. I don't have a problem with that. Which would rank Arkansas fourth highest base salaries for teachers in the nation. I don't see a problem paying teachers what they deserve. They're teaching kids. As long as they're not liberal teachers. Teaching them CRT. What
They
else?
just don't need to be teaching their political influence. You know what I mean? They can be liberal or conservative or moderate or independent or socialist as long as they keep that shit to themselves. You know what I mean?
Well, not like, so if they're on the street and a kid sees them at a rally, then they can say, I mean, they're on the street, they're not in school capacity. I don't mind them saying, yeah, I'm a liberal, blah, blah, blah. But in class, don't teach my kid to be a liberal.
Yeah.
If
They
they
say that for college.
Yeah. if they see you on the street and you have your woo-haw hanging out, and it's a free I don't know. I'm trying to think of a.
Free the nipple?
Yeah, but I'm trying. That's too nice. I'm trying to think of like a bad way. I'm trying to think of what fruit sags really ugly.
Fruit?
Because I'm talking about, those people that normally come out there, the ones that want to go take off their clothes at these rallies, where it may start out up here, but then when clothes start coming off, all of a sudden things are way down there,
Yeah.
Floor draggers. Floor dragger, or toe kickers, or what. I don't know what they call them.
That's not a fruit.
Like a sock. Thank you, Sneaky. A sock with soap in it. Like you're going to hit somebody with it. There
Sock
you go.
Is not fruit either.
Well, I changed my mind. I can change my mind. I tell you what. Definite difference in men from Antifa or the left than from the right. You don't see the guys on the right wearing freaking skinny jeans.
I always thought those things were so silly. I was like, you just trying to not be able to have kids?
Right?
For free. Simple
I
tax
just,
returns only.
they're just too tight. They're too uncomfortable. Dude, and I found, so they have these new jeans. Well, I guess they have them everywhere. But like at Costco, they have these jeans called Lucky Jeans. And I needed some more jeans, so I bought 2 pair. And I got home and I didn't even, because I don't, oh my God, you see your size, you just grab it, right? So I get home and I go to put them on. Well, they're my size, but they stretch a little bit. They're jeans, but they stretch. Yeah. I love them. And I found out Wrangler has those jeans too. I got a pair of Wranglers that does that.
Yeah, most of mine are like that. I buy jeans from a store called Buckle.
Uh-huh.
Kind of expensive. Like the cheapest pair is probably like $80-$90.
Oh, wow. Well, like, I used to kind of be upbeat, but I wasn't like that. I wasn't that bad. Like, when I was in my sagging craze, I get Jenko, I can't even say it right now, but you know what I mean. I get those. I get LA Gates, stuff like that, all baggy clothes, even at the bottom.
LA Gate?
Yeah. It was Log Gate or LA Gate. I was never sure. Then I would also,
not LA Gear?
Oh.
I remember LA Gear.
It's a street brand. It's a street brand. I think it's called LA Gate. And then so when I started getting older and I started looking different, I started buying it was Anchor Blue. I'd only get my jeans at Anchor Blue. But those aren't expensive stuff like what you would get.
Yeah, but I've had some pairs of jeans that I've had for probably over 10 years that are just...
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, they're fine.
All right, the White House on Wednesday sidestepped questions regarding a $250,000 line of credit that President Biden took out against his Delaware Beach home amid an investigation into his son Hunter Biden's tax affairs and as his classified documents scandal unfolded. During an Air Force One press gaggle, I've never heard of a press gaggle before, have you? An unidentified reporter questioned White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre about Biden's financial move, which he and his wife, First Lady Jill Biden, made in early December.
A gaggle just means a group of something, like a murder of crow.
Yeah, but I've never heard a press gaggle before.
Yeah.
You cannot have blueberries, Donnie. What's up, Boris? So President Biden took out a $250,000 line of credit on his house in Rehoboth, whatever that is, late last year. Can you say what that was for? And she said, yeah, I saw reports on that. I would just refer you to the White House counsel's office. That's like her favorite answer. I think she says that more than anything else. You are not getting chicken wings or blueberries. She wants a treat. Damn dog. Just to shut him. He knows I'll to give it to him to shut him up when I'm on the show. There. No more. Anyways, let's see. They first reported last week that the Bidens and quietly secured a 6-figure line of credit against his multi-million-dollar house. Why does he need to do that? Why does he shouldn't need to take out a loan like that? Is it because he's having to buy lawyers for his son? Or maybe he's having to pay back money to keep people quiet? What do you think?
Your first guess was probably more.
To get the lawyers?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's probably they were paying people off to shut the hell up. Andy says Donnie's got me trained.
Reported that he has obtained new lawyers to try to discredit the laptop thing as like an invasion of privacy or something.
Oh, really? I don't know. So let's see. The White House initially acknowledged Fox News' inquiry about it. Biden took out a line of credit as Hunter Biden is under federal probe, and as between 25 to 30 confidential documents were turning up from his time as vice president. It was only 25 to 30? I thought it was more than that. Or maybe he had to pay money to somebody to get rid of all that stuff. Maybe there was more. We don't even know it. Could it be? Won't you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? All right, this is actually the last news story I have, so it's not a lot today. And as you know, it's
real quick.
Yes.
Real quick. Here, Mandela effect about the what's his name that you were just quoting, Mr. Rogers.
What about it?
So, when he says it's a beautiful day, continue.
He goes, it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine?
So, yeah. So what did he say right before neighborhood? What was the word?
I don't know. I forget now.
You just said what
I have to sing it. I don't want to sing it again. All right. It's a beautiful.
If I do it,
it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine?
The neighborhood, right?
Uh-huh.
The neighborhood. It's actually this neighborhood.
Anyways,
Mandela things are weird because you probably almost ask anybody. Tell me in the chat if any of you guys, if you actually remember it as being it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. See, Andy even said the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's stuff in that Mandela effect that's just weird.
Yeah, but so here's the thing. The brain, so the other night I was actually almost going to do that Ted Nugent thing, right? And, after you had left, we were all like, Ultimate and another person was helping me out, try and write this. And they're like, well, it's gotta be, you gotta use, it's not it, or, here, not, there, right? And I'm like, you don't understand. You guys are writing it like somebody's gonna read it. You have to think this is Ted Nugent saying it. You got to make it sound like Ted Nugent saying it, not like you're supposed to say it, right? So that's why that's where I go on it.
But it's things that even die-hard fans like Mr. Nice Guy. He said that he's admittedly a Vanilla Ice fan, right?
Song is...
And even in his song where he's redoing, parts of Ice Ice Baby, he even misremembers the words. because it's not, most likely we all think, let me see, if there's a problem, then I'll solve it. Check out the mic while my DJ revolves it.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't say if there's a problem. He says, if there was a problem, I'll solve it. Check out the mic while my DJ revolves it. It's weird, man. Like, we all have these same, like, memories circling around up here.
Are you on some shrooms right now, bro?
No, I just love the Mandela effect. It's crazy.
I don't know. It's just like, it's just so close, you know? It's like you're being the vocabulary, or the, what do you call it? The whatever police.
No, but when everybody remembers it a certain way, but it actually wasn't that way. I mean, the big one is, Darth Vader never saying, Luke, I am your father. Everybody's heard that term.
He is from the East Coast. He's a Southerner. That's why he talks so slow, and it takes him like 5 hours to tell a story I can tell in 30 seconds.
I did tell the original story in 30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds.
He's from North Carolinas.
Yeah. Whee!
Let's see. All right, let's do our last news story of the night. It's California. Is anybody else sick and tired of Black History Month yet?
Affecting me none.
I'm not saying it affects me. I'm just saying that, to make a big, huge deal and everything's got to be about black people this month. When it's October, everything doesn't have to be about me because it's Spinal Bifida month. I mean,
Did you hear that LeBron James, don't know why he posted it or why he took it down, but he posted a clip of Morgan Freeman talking about Black History Month, and he deleted it. It's either because he didn't watch the video or he actually believes what the video says and it goes against what his handlers want him to do. But
what video
Morgan
was it?
Freeman, it's a video of, it's kind of an old video of Morgan Freeman, and they're talking about, what do you think of Black History Month? And he's like, I don't like it.
I know exactly which video you're talking about.
Yeah, and he's like, why don't you like it? And he's like, well, what are you? Do you have a Irish American month? And he's like, actually, I'm Jewish. He's like, all right, do you have a Jewish American history or, a history month? And he's like, no. And he's like, why not? And he's like, well, I don't know. He's like, Black history is American history. He's like, that's it. He's like, I don't like it.
Here we go. We've watched this here before.
The whole thing, especially the president and Democrats now are talking about income inequality, and that's basically what,
Maybe this is not the right one you're thinking of.
85 people on the planet, right?
Yeah.
It's income inequality. Do you think that's, looking at, what's happening in the news now, is that a good idea?
It's a great idea. It is the greatest idea. We have a much more vibrant society when we don't have such a vast chasm between the haves and the have-nots. We need that middle ground that we call the middle class, the people who buy everything, people who use the products that the rich are creating, if they're creating anything other than wealth, right?
Right.
So it's what's happening with the Chinese economy right now.
I wouldn't have,
They're changing their
Sneaky
whole
Pete.
outlook because they need consumers.
Yeah.
And without a middle class, you're not going to have consumers. You're not going to have it at the level that we normally would have it.
So can I go back to, because I thought what you said was fascinating, because you called it bull when you said people can't, pull themselves up. Do you think that race plays
okay,
a
so
part
they're
in
not
wealth
showing the whole
distribution,
video.
or either a mindset that you can't
Today?
or cannot? Yeah.
No,
You don't?
no. I don't.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got to play the whole video, guys. That wasn't the whole video. That's the short version.
$1 billion
Proper training was to do.
through the wormhole, and Morgan Freeman joins me now. Good to see you. So let's talk about this, because this has really become a passion project for you, Through the Wormhole. Why is that?
Well, it's number one.
That's
It's
the one
my
I believe.
company.
Yeah,
Revelations
it's the same
Entertainment.
one. It's that
We
this is
come up with
longer.
it, we produce it, and
No, the guy that
it's,
he's talking to is a white.
caught on for some reason.
Hold on, what's that?
The guy that Morgan Freeman is that's interviewing Morgan Freeman is a white guy, I believe. It's not Don Lemon. Don Lemon's not Morgan Freeman's not going to mistake Don Lemon for Irish.
Okay. Well, never mind. But I mean, this is the one I know that I like, so I'm playing this one.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Brother.
Yeah.
And we're very proud of the fact that we have a lot of we have a very broad range of viewers, from young people to old.
Well, it's very mystical, and it opens your mind about the universe. And if you have a different concept of what a higher power is, this show takes you there, and in a non-preachy way.
Yeah, no, because we really don't set ourselves up to preach. We just ask the questions. That was one of our mantras. Ask questions.
And you're also very provocative, because this is season 5 now, and the first episode asks a question that I think is very provocative. You say, is poverty genetic? Let's take a look.
Pharaohs,
Hell no, it's
kings, great industrialists, and CEOs. Throughout history, a select few have claimed enormous wealth as a birthright. Some of them say they also inherit qualities and virtues that keep them rich. Could the chasm that separates rich and poor really be the result of our DNA? Scientists are trying to discover if there is a biological reason the rich stay rich, and whether equality and prosperity for all contradict the laws of nature.
Nope.
You also get personal. You share a bit of your life story in the show. You talk about growing up collecting bottles to go into movie theaters. Do you think poverty is part of genetics? Answering your questions.
No, you can't say that. I don't think wealth, personally, I don't think wealth and genetics have anything to do with each other, actually. If you're born in the U.S., it really doesn't matter the condition of your birth. What matters is what you inherit from your nurturing, from your environment, whether or not you're going, I'm just from the standpoint of having been born with little. You can always get out of that. Poverty is just...
But environment affects.
Yeah. Say you're born as one of the untouchables in India, there you are. And if you're born into the super rich, there you are. Here, you can be born to the super rich, but 3-4 generations down the line, it's gone. That's
Here's
in
a
this
stat.
country.
Here's a stat from your show, and it says that the richest 85 people on this planet have as much money as the poorest 3.5 billion.
Yeah, right. That's on the planet, however.
It's not far off in America.
No, it isn't far off in America, but we still here don't abandon the idea that it isn't finite. Yeah. It isn't finite if you were born. Where were you born?
Me?
Yeah.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Baton Rouge General Hospital.
Baton Rouge.
There you go.
Louisiana. I was born in Memphis, Tennessee. I had a long haul from where I came from to here, but here we are.
Right.
So the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and here we sit at the dining table.
But it's hard to, when you say that to some people, because they say, oh, there you go with a pull yourself up by the bootstraps thing, and you're just being respectable. Not everybody can do that.
Well, everybody can.
I love it. That's why I play this video.
Doesn't. Courage is the key to life itself. There are a lot of people who are born in situations where they say, well, I'll never get out of this. So they won't. I say to people who say, well, I would like to have done so and so and so. So, well, you could have done it. So, well, I couldn't get out of here. Man, the bus runs every day.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
If you can conceive it in your mind.
If you can think of it, you can do it. That's the human condition. If we can imagine it, we can do it.
Right.
And I think that's the condition of each individual human.
Right. So the whole thing, especially the president and Democrats now are talking about income inequality, and that's basically what, when you talk about the richest 85 people on the planet, right?
Yeah.
It's income inequality. Do you think that's, looking at, what's happening in the news now, is that a good idea?
It's a great idea. It is the greatest idea. We have a much more vibrant society when we don't have such a vast chasm between the haves and the have-nots. We need that middle ground that we call the middle class, the people who buy everything.
I'm going to fast forward for a second because we already heard this part.
Do you think that race plays a part in wealth distribution, or either a mindset that you can't or
Today?
cannot? Yeah.
No.
You don't?
No, I don't. You and I, we're proof. Why would race have anything to do with it? Put your mind to what you want to do and go for that. It's kind of like religion to me. It's a good excuse for not getting there.
Yeah. You know, I said, and it's probably get me in trouble, but I said to some of my colleagues recently, so I know that it's an issue, but it seems like every single day on television I'm talking about race, and it's because of the news cycle, it's in the news, but sometimes I get so tired of talking about it, I want to just go, this is over, can we move on?
And if you talk about it, it exists.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like it exists and we refuse to talk about it, but making it a bigger issue than it needs to be is the problem we have.
So I understand you recently had a birthday. You're 27?
No. Got that on 37.
37.
Yeah.
We had a little surprise for you. Can we get it? There you go.
Oh, no.
But anyways, you guys get the point.
That's more like it.
Happy birthday, son.
I'm cliche to say, but I could listen to Morgan Freeman talk for just ever.
Yeah, right. But I mean, so back to the story that we're gonna do right now, in Black History Month. You know, I'm just saying, it gets upsetting that it's shoved in your face so much. That's all. You know, Black History Month. You want to celebrate it? Go ahead. You're black. So what? Just don't. I mean, they're like just the pushing it in my face. You know, every commercial. You know. And it gets upsetting when you're like, well, there's no. If I said I want a White History Month, everybody'd be pissed. I'd be a racist MFer, right? I'm just. What's the best Morgan Freeman movie? Ooh, there's so many to choose from.
Yeah, I say Shawshank Redemption.
You like Shawshank Redemption?
Because he's narrating it the whole time as well. So I mean, that just makes it even better. If you love Morgan Freeman's voice, boom, you get a narrator and an actor.
That was good. I mean, he did really good in Seven. You know, okay, now I got to look up what movies he was in. So if you just like him doing that, right, then you'll like what do you call it?
Bruce Almighty. He was in Bruce Almighty. He played God, right?
Yeah, he played God in Bruce Almighty. I'm gonna have to see. Like he was good in Seven. The Dark Knight. He was he wasn't actually anything big in Dark Knight. Angel Has Fallen. I don't remember which that one. No. Let's see. Ted 2, definitely not. The bucket. He was funny in The Bucket List. Let's see. Bruce Almighty, he did good. Freaking, he was good in Deep Impact. Oh, Outbreak. I liked him in Outbreak, too. That's one of my favorite movies, Outbreak. Lean on Me. The Lean on Me movie. That's got to be one of his best characters. Mr. Clark, you bring a bat to school? He's like, yeah, and you can tell them they can call me Batman. Or however, how does that go?
I ain't seen that one. You know, I haven't seen a lot of.
Oh my God, you have to see the movie Lean on Me. So they put him up as president or as principal of the worst school in LA, right? They went in already. Anyone hungover from last night? Yeah. 7. That's one of the good quotes. What's in the box? Or when he leans on the car, he's like, "Man, this guy's just got us bent over. He doesn't even give us any Vaseline." But so lean on me. So he's the principal, right? And he goes and he locks all the doors, won't let anybody in or anybody out. And they try and have him they're trying to arrest him because they're saying he's locking the doors, and because he says, well, I gotta lock the doors to keep the drugs out, you know. And then you know, it was that, and then he has his bat here. You know what? We'll probably get in trouble for playing, but who cares? Lean on me, Batman. He's basically just sticking up for his kids. Here we go.
What the hell is the bat for? Yeah. They used to call me Crazy Joe, but now they can call me Batman.
Oh, that was it. They used to call me Crazy Joe, now they can call me Batman. He just loved his kids, you know?
Some guy beating up Kid Ray!
Great. Now I want to go watch. I'm going to have to see where I can watch that movie. We got to watch that movie tonight. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. Let's see, what other movies was he good in? So, Drunk Uncle, you're saying it's for sure Shawshank Redemption, huh?
Show. Of the ones that I've seen, but I haven't seen too many movies with him, but I know Shawshank from, you know.
Well, you definitely one day.
Well, what I do is Forrest Gump.
Yeah, you got to watch Lean on Me one day. It's an 80s movie, but you'll like it. You'll like it. All right. Well, so the last story for tonight, California reparations. You know how they were trying to give everybody $5 million and junk like that? Well, now they say their task force is close to finishing a final proposal. So Dan Basciano's ancestors arrived 5 generations ago in California gold rush town of Coloma as enslaved people. Basciano shares the stories of gaining freedom and going on to purchase more than 400 acres of lands in Coloma, and how the Golden State seized all of it under eminent domain to build Marshall Gold Discovery Park. This is not even the story. Don't you hate when they do that?
And that Zelensky in the photo above too. Like, what's this got to do with Ukraine?
Yeah, it pisses me off. Oh well, I guess we're not going to read it then. He was good in Robin Hood. Let's see, where can I watch Lean on Me even online? Oh, it's on HBO Max. Okay, I got that. Then you can watch it too, because you have my HBO Max. We share too much shit. I give Drunk Uncle HBO Max, but he gives me ESPN Plus. What else do we share? I got you on HBO. I think I have you. No, not Netflix. You have your own Netflix. I don't know. Anyways, so you got anything you want to talk about? Hemi says Bruce Almighty, and so does Andy Amorish.
Now, the only interesting thing that I heard today was
that I'm kind of a big deal.
The kissing.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of interesting. That's very, very interesting. I'm very curious about that.
And it must have been off camera because you figured we would have noticed it.
Yeah.
Because I think it happened towards the beginning, like maybe when they were just walking out or something. So we wouldn't have been that drunk to where we just overlooked it, I didn't think.
No. Well, I mean, I started drinking before. You just bought a new pellet smoker today? Ooh, burnt in. Sneaky Pete, did you get the Traeger? Is that what you got? Did you get a Traeger? Wonder what kind you got. Oh my gosh, there's something else I got a call. I got to do something else next. Dude, I got way too much stuff going on next week.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I got the Tulare Ag Show I got to go to, and that's going to be a couple days to do everything. But then I've got an orthopedic surgeon that they told me to go see on Valentine's Day. I gotta go get my eyes checked so I can get my new glasses on the 13th. And something else just happened on the 13th. They called me. Can you do this on the 13th? I forget.
Oh, speaking of vision, I had my windshield replaced today.
Yeah.
From Safe Light. And it's been a long time since I've seen like perfectly clean glass. I got in there and it was like, did they forget to put the windshield back on? Like, it was so clear. And I started looking at my other windows and I'm just like, ugh.
Nice, Nikki. You know, it's all good. I gotta get mine because we've had so much snow on my window. It was the big crack where that rock hit it is about this big. Now it goes all four sides of my windshield because of the snow. So I got to get mine replaced. Yeah. But mine doesn't cost what yours did.
Small, and it got bigger the more it got cold. The colder it got, the more it started to spread.
How much did it cost over there?
Well, I lowered my insurance to the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to pay out of pocket for the upgraded package, not the fully upgraded package, but you get new windshield wipers just in case your windshield wipers are carrying any glass shards.
Oh,
for them to come out and do it. I think it was
they got
$450.
You're a sucker for paying for those windshield wipers. They charge you like an extra $30 each than you would have paid for them. Man. But still, you know how much so Safe Light for me to pay because I was gonna pay cash. For my truck, it's $650.
Yeah, I got my old wipers back though because I got the little notification that he was done, so I went out there. And he's like, "Yep, I'm all finished." And I was like, "Can I get those? Can I get those wipers? They're pretty new. I don't think they had any glass shards in them." And he pulled them out of the bucket. He's like, "No, these actually look pretty good." And just handed them to me. I was like, "Yep, I'll keep these for backup."
Yeah, that's like when you go to Jiffy Lube and every 5 seconds, like, hey, would you like to try some of this stuff? This stuff will give you better gas mileage. It'll do this. It'll do that. No, I think I'm good. Okay. And you're like, hey, look, here's your air filter. You see these little specks of dirt in here? Well, I think we should change your air filter. It's only $24.95 to change it right now because we're here and we got it open already. We can buy it for like $5 at the store. They're charging $24.95. You know. Freaking. Then you go and you get the. What else? Then all of a sudden they're like, okay, well, you know what? We should check your transmission fluid. You know, we checked your transmission fluid, and this is the color of your transmission fluid. It should be really pink, but it's only kind of pink. Do you want us to change it for you? No, I'm good. Okay. Well, look here's your gear oil.
Was I supposed to tip him? I didn't know,
dude.
I did not tip him, but I did not think that I was supposed to.
I don't know. You got to tip everybody. It's the United States. You got to tip everybody. Right? It's like that Seinfeld. Hey, you know, you got a fireplace in here. You can have some guy bring in the wood. Do you got to tip him? Yeah, I think you tip him. Hey, and look, the laundry is right down the street. You know, they'll wash it and fold it and bring it back to you. Do you got to tip them? You don't remember that Seinfeld episode?
I didn't watch a lot of Seinfeld.
Oh, I thought you did. I've watched every single episode.
I've seen it a lot, but not enough to like. But then again, there is no storyline. That's kind of what the whole thing's based on. A show about nothing. I mean, I know a decent amount about it, but not enough to remember a wide variety of episodes.
I love Seinfeld.
I just know Elaine was hot.
Yeah, she was hot. She was hot. So I actually have the whole entire the DVD set. I bought the whole collection like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And in it, what you can do is there's a menu on there, and when you watch the episode, it has facts of the show, and so like every time Kramer walks in the door, they count, you know, Kramer entrance number 5, you know, and they add them all up so you know how many there was. Then they had the girlfriend count. Well, George had more girlfriends than Elaine had boyfriends, and Jerry had girlfriends. Which I thought was crazy. You know, the short little fat dude. Why can I hear you, but you can't see me? Oh, you're talking to... Who are you talking to, me?
Yeah, I think they asked earlier if anybody else's screen was black. No, it's working all right.
It's working on yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Who knows? All I know is I'm freaking tired after last night. What's up, Irving?
All I can say is thank goodness that we didn't do that, even though I didn't wake up, hungover or anything. I did hit the snooze button 2 times today, but I'm glad State of the Union wasn't the night before I had jiu-jitsu, because I probably would really be feeling like shit.
And because when it's -40, I warm the truck up. Defrost only 10 minutes, then turn off the heater. Well, you see, I'm a dumbass, and I don't live in the snow long enough to remember that when it's gonna snow, you have to put something over your windshield. And I'm the guy that comes out and there's like this much snow on top of your windshield, and your windshield wipers won't knock it off, so you got to turn the heater on to melt the ice up there, so it'll slowly just.
That takes a while.
Yeah.
I just have one of those little plastic handheld things. Scrape.
But I mean, the last time I went there was like a foot and a half of snow on top of my windshield.
Yeah, well, that's when you get a piece of cardboard and like just start running it across, scooping it off.
Well, my stepdad, he's like, well, don't you know you're supposed to put like something over your windshield so that way when you come out you can just take it off and the snow comes off with it? And I was like,
that's smart.
Well, he lived in Minnesota for most of his life, so he knows.
It's definitely smart.
Plus, I was up till like I said, I was up to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning making videos. Actually, just listening to music. A snow job. Oh, I thought I read snow job. Okay, let me look up what a snow joe is. Snow Joe. You gotta get that soul glow. Do you know what snow glow is? I mean, soul glow is from, Drunk Uncle?
No.
He's got that soul glow. I can't even do it. It is from Coming to America. Remember the guy always had the stuff in his hair and it was called Soul Glow?
I've seen the movie, just not enough to regurgitate anything from it. Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're talking about. It's like a blue thing. See, Sagittarius knew it was coming to America. Boris says he has a foam squeegee with an extendable handle. Yeah, see, Sagittarius like, let your soul go. I can't even say it right. Yeah, they gave me permission to get back in my account, but now I gotta try and download them all right away. And 15 terabytes is a whole lot of stuff to download. So, yeah. Man, I'm tired. I think I'm gonna close it up, guys. I told you it'll be early tonight, because I'm tired. Let me go take a nap so I can get up at 11 o'clock and start downloading, because I can only download at night, because from 7 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night is considered prime time hours on Starlink, and it counts towards my internet usage, so I can't use a lot of internet usage during the day. And this right here, what we're doing, takes up a whole lot. So I don't even watch TV during the day anymore, because I don't have the internet for it. That sucks. So now I watch TV on my cell phone because I have unlimited on my cell phone. Anyways, all right, everybody, you have a good night. And what do you say, Drunk Uncle? He says good night.